I'm gonna settle this LeBron James, Kobe Bryant discussion right here, right now. I'm sick of it. Listen, you cannot be the second greatest player ever on the top 75 when you can't even shoot 60%. Well, you shot 5 or 6 seasons under 70% free throw line. You got 60% free throw percent shooting years. I'm watching the football game, but you shot 60% in 5 or 6 seasons of your career at the free throw line. That's pathetic. It's terrible. No great best player ever, besides big man Shaq, has shot that poorly. He's a fucking point forward. He's a forward that plays on the perimeter as a guard. How do you shoot that bad from the free throw line? He's a 73% free throw shooter. He's the only greatest player ever that we look at and just regard his free throw shooting. Everybody else that we talk about that's great, 80%. 80% plus. Michael, Kobe, KD, Steph, Larry Bird. He's the only player that gets the exemption of shooting 60% from the free throw line at 73% free throw career percent shooter. He's a great athlete that happens to be good at basketball. That's all LeBron James is. When you can't beat Team USS in Spain, and you see Kobe and Dwayne Wade beat the zone defense because they are great scoring on anywhere on the floor, every other floor. Go back and watch 2008 Spain. Go on YouTube and watch 2008 Spain when Kobe took the game over and LeBron was his cheerleader just pacifying because he cannot beat. I'm foreshadowing into what I'm going to. LeBron James, Achilles heel, he cannot beat a team that plays zone defense and have a big 7-foot rim protector in the paint. That's not his thing. He cannot play that. You cannot be the greatest player ever and cannot figure out how to beat teams that play certain defenses against you. That is like mind-blowing to me that he's the greatest player, can be thought of as the greatest player or the second best player, greatest player ever, when you cannot figure out how to beat a fucking zone defense. This dude lost championships, multiple championships, a la Spurs, a la Dallas Mavericks, because he cannot know how to penetrate, know how to go and attack zone defenses. He cannot score. Kobe Bryant is the best individual basketball player ever. He don't have the greatest career. Tim Duncan got a better career than Kobe. He got multiple MVPs. He got 5 championships. Steph Curry got 2 MVPs. Better, you can say, you want to say Steph Curry better than Kobe because he got a better career? I say Steph got a better career than Kobe. Giannis got 2 back-to-back MVP, defensive player of the year. He got a better record than Kobe than me. Steve Nash got 2 MVPs. He got a better record than Kobe than me. That does not make him the better player than Kobe. Because ESPN got this ranking, and because it's all marketing, they market him to be the greatest of this generation of the old Michael, because he's marketable. He's not the best, not close. When you cannot beat a particular side defense and shoot 60% from the free throw line and 35% of your lead, the season that you've been 35% of the season you lead, you cannot be the greatest player. You are disqualified. Dude shot 59% from the free throw line one year. I think 59%. Multiple times, 4, 6 times. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We let the dude sway the narrative like he didn't build a super team? We're gonna let him sway the narrative like he didn't build super teams to win. He got pressured by all the sports world media, and he had to leave Miami to build a super team, and everybody want to blame KD. No, KD just won up him. LeBron started this shit. That's why nobody watched the NBA into the second round of playoffs. Nobody. I can't get nobody to watch the NBA right now because it's so watered down. Houston Rockets, you ain't even watching because James Harden gonna go play with Brooklyn. KD in Brooklyn. AD is in LA. Nobody watching these teams. These teams don't make money. Cleveland don't make money. None of these small market teams make money because no superstar there, because everybody joined 4 or 5 places to go play it because of LeBron James. Nobody watched the game because of that. That's all. Look at Kobe Bryant owned the San Antonio Spurs. LeBron James is horrible against the San Antonio Spurs. He's been horrible against the San Antonio Spurs. That's all the argument I need when I debate these best players. When you look at the individual matchups and how they perform against certain teams. Kobe beat 4 Hall of Famers in Rondo, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, LeBron lost to them, and LeBron lost to probably 4 Hall of Famers at Golden State. Kobe figured a way how to beat a team with just 1 Hall of Fame on his team. And Paul Gasol, who wouldn't have been a Hall of Fame if he didn't go join the Lakers. Nobody knew who Paul Gasol was. He was with Memphis. Y'all need to stop it. Cut it out talking about Paul Gasol was a big great. Stop it. I'm calling bullshit on all y'all. Y'all bullshit. I'm sick of the nonsense. You cannot be the best player ever and cannot figure out the Tim Duncan defense, the Boston Celtics defense, the Dallas Mavericks zone defense. You cannot lose finals. You cannot lose Eastern Conference semifinals, Eastern Conference finals, in the NBA finals because you cannot figure out and how to attack a zone defense when they got a 7 foot at the rim weight on you. You was disqualified. Kobe and Mike destroyed defense. You cannot play a zone defense against Kobe. He'll eat it up. Ask the Suns in 2011. Ask them. Play that bullshit that defense again. Ask Toronto Raptors and Jalen Rose when he gave him 81 playing the zone defense. You would get torched. Ask the Dallas Mavericks when he gave him 62 3/4. You would get torched. He's gonna go for 60 on you, 60 plus if you play that. Ask the Suns. He went for 38, 35 plus in that Western Conference Final. It's not the defense you want. Ask to Spain when they was trying to get the goal. Play zone defense against Kobe and watch what happens. Play zone defense against LeBron and you're gonna win. That's why he got number of shooters and great players and Hall of Famers around him to win. Because he cannot figure out zone defense and you cannot be considered the best, second greatest ever. You cannot be considered the second best player ever when KD has beat you more times in the finals that you didn't beat him. That's like Michael Jordan losing to Karl Malone twice. That's like Mike being 4-2 in the finals and Karl Malone beat him in the 2 finals they match up against each other. It's impossible. There's no way. I'm sick of the shit. Like, subscribe. Anything else I want to get out my chest and say? What does I want to say? Get out my chest and say? That's about it. Y'all like, subscribe.